people do not understand how or why people become addicted to drugs. It is often mistakenly assumed that drug abusers lack willpower and good intentions, and that they could just quit if they changed their behavior. In reality, drug addiction is a complex disease, and it takes more than good intentions or a strong will just to quit. In fact, because drugs change the brain in so many ways, quitting is difficult even for those who are ready to do so. Unfortunately, this was the case for my brother. No matter how many times he tried to quit, he just couldn't do so. Living life with a heroin addict was a constant roller coaster. He was always unstable, and we never knew what he was fully capable of. I remember his mom constantly bringing him out to his house, and I was younger, and I just remember he always seemed drunk to me. He was unstable. He couldn't walk in a straight line. He was losing his teeth, and I remember all he wanted to do was sleep. The side effects of heroin include shortness of breath, dry mouth, constricted pupils, sudden changes of behavior or actions, disorientation, and even a droopy appearance, and he had all that. It all started when he turned 21. That's when he got in the wrong crowd and he started to try to do new things. In 2014, 9.6 million people aged 12 or older use heroin at least once in their life. It is estimated that about 23% of them, once they use it, become dependent on it. And like that 23%, my brother became dependent on it. My family and I always tried to get him help. We took him to multiple rehab facilities, and no matter what rehab facility we took him to, nothing would work. And he would be able to quit for a little bit, but he couldn't stand the withdrawal. And symptoms of withdrawal include restlessness, aches and pain in the bones, diarrhea, vomiting, and severe discomfort. And he had all of these. After years of hounding him to quit for his daughter, he had a 2-year-old daughter. He just couldn't do it anymore. He cut us out of his life. He didn't want to hear about it anymore. He then went into the stage of denial. The denial of what he was doing of wrong. At least 45% of people that use heroin deny that the use of heroin is wrong. Without being able to help him and just watching him hurt himself killed my dad. Doing drugs doesn't just affect the person that is doing it, it affects the whole family that is involved with him. Unfortunately, a year after we tried to help him, we got a phone call that he had died. It was really random, and we didn't really know what happened at first, so we had to get an autopsy. And in the autopsy, we found that he had a heroin overdose. In the past 2 years, heroin overdose deaths rose from 1,779 to 3,665, doubling the death rate in just 2 years. This experience left us all in awe, and it left a 2-year-old fatherless. My brother didn't think his actions affected anyone, but in the end, he ended up hurting himself and anyone who cared about him. Drug use today in today's society is too common. We have a large percentage of the population using drugs for numerous reasons, for being medically or just overusing it. We sometimes take the drugs without thinking of the future consequences and risks that might be attached to them. Too many people care about how it makes them feel now and don't care about how it affects them later. Don't let the ignorance of drugs put you in the space that it put my brother. Thank you.